Well, hello, my beautiful friends. This is Roxanne at home here in Arizona. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2025. Hope you guys had a good New Year's Eve. I, of course, went to bed early. I told you I wouldn't make it up until midnight, but I got the rest I needed, so that's all that counts. But today, I just got back from a little New Year's party at a friend's house here where I live, and she gave us these cute little party favors, so I thought I'd open it with you guys, see what it is. I did not open it yet, so she had about 25 or so ladies from the Facebook group that I host out here, so it was kind of fun. Well, inside is a couple of chocolate chip cookies and some candies. And then, oh, pretty. A little card on here that will go nicely on my keychain. Let me get this off so you can, just this little card here. And it says, every day, good things of you. Wow, it's really little. Psalms, I think it says 139:17. Every hour. Oh, every day God thinks of you. Every day God looks after you. Every minute God cares for you, because every second God loves you. And there's a bunch of little scriptures, but again, it's too tiny for me to read. I'll have to get out a magnifying glass. And then came in here with, a little lotion that says the same thing. So it's every day God thinks of you. Psalm 139:17. Every hour God looks after you. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. Every minute God cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7, because every second he loves you. Jeremiah 31:3. So that's so cute. So there's a little hand lotion here. Let's see what it smells like. Oops, got a little foil on it. Let's take that off. Oh, just a nice clean scent to it. Very nice clean scent. And then there is a little chapstick, which says the same thing, which is great because, hold on, I ordered some stuff from my favorite boutique, and she gave me a gift for the holiday, free gift, which is this little chapstick holder. So I can put that right in there and hold my chapstick in it. Perfect. Perfect. And I'll put this little thing on here too, and then put that on my purse. So anyways, I hope you guys had a good New Year's. And I don't make New Year's resolutions anymore because I never follow through with them. But I was watching some YouTube videos yesterday, and I was watching one of my crochet ones. It's Pamela's Adoring Crochet, and I'll put I don't know how to link, but I'll put her page information up there if anybody wants to look at it. And what she's doing is they call it a crochet-along for 2025. And what it is a temperature blanket. So for every day, 365 days of the year, you do one row on your blanket based on the temperature for that day. And you can have it however you want it and wherever you want it. I'm doing it here in my town, and I'm doing it based on the high temperature, because I thought about doing it for the low temperature, but I didn't think of that until after I had already bought the yarn for the high temperature. So 2026, I'll do it for the low temperature, but for 2025, I'm going to do it for the high temperature of the year. So what I did is I made up a little chart And this is how Pamela did it on hers. She made up a little chart and put the color yarn for that one. So for me, for here in Arizona, I've got it 40 degrees, in the 40s or under, which I will use very little of this. But every once in a while during the dead of winter, we do get some days that are only in the 30s or 40s. So I did put that in there just in case. And then for 50s to 60s, I've got this darker gray. 60s to 70s, this little green. 70s to 80s will be this one here. And this is where the first one will start, because today, January 1st, is in the 70s. So my blanket will be starting with this color here. 80s to 90s will be this lighter blue. 90s to 100 will be this teal one. A lot of my blanket will be this color. 100 to 110 will be in this purple. And then 110 plus will be in this pink. So the majority of my blanket, I anticipate, is going to be these three colors down here. The teal, the purple, and the pink. I anticipate the majority of it. I know for sure at least 100 days are going to be the purple and the pink. At least 100 days. So 100 of the 365 will be in purple and pink. The rest of it, we'll see. I'm not sure how much is going to be in the others, but it should be fun. So what I did is I went to Joann's yesterday. So I was watching this yesterday and saw her doing this. And at the last minute, I decided I'm doing it. I've always thought of doing one. I was watching it on New Year's Eve and I thought, okay, perfect. So I drove out to Joann's. They were still open. They didn't close early for New Year's Eve. And I bought all my yarn. So I've got all my yarn in there. And I bought this big bag so that I could keep all the yarn in one place and the blanket itself once I start working on it. So it's all going to be in there. So the trick is when you're doing this is, because it's 365 rows, first of all, you want to make it wide enough. Second of all, you want to make the stitches small, because otherwise, it's going to be really long. So I decided the stitch that I am going to use is called the moss stitch, which is basically all single crochet and chains. So that should keep it small stitches so that it won't get really oversized. And I'm going to use a small hook. This yarn, this is what I used is the Big Twist from Joann's. Again, this was on sale for $2.79 a skein right now. So great deal on the yarn, all of them. And this says it uses an H hook for this. So I'll probably stick with the H. I won't go with a bigger one because I don't want it to get too big. Usually when I crochet a hook size up, at least one hook size up from what the yarn recommends. But because I want to keep it small, I'm going to stick with the H on that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Like I said, next year I'll do it for the low temperature because it'll be interesting to see the difference between the two, the highs and the lows. And that way too, for everybody that says Arizona's always 100 degrees, I can show proof that it's not always 100 degrees. Sometimes, most of it is. At least 100 days it is. But a lot of times it's less. 100 out of 365 is a lot, but still not that bad, is it? I don't know. But anyway, so that's going to be my 2025 project. I'm also working on doing some more prayer squares. I meet with my Bible study group on Fridays, and so we took last week off for Christmas holiday, so I want to make some to get to them and bring to them on this Friday. So I need to get working on that today. I think I only have 1 or 2 done. So I need to work on that today. It's already like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My daughter and I got up and we had to clean up a little bit of a flood in the kitchen. We overflowed the sink trying to do dishes. And then we went to breakfast. And then my mom is really sick. She's got the flu really bad. So she could definitely use some of your guys' prayers. So I had to go to the store and get her a few things so she wouldn't get dehydrated. And then I went to this little party, and now I'm home, and I'm going to change into comfy clothes and rest and crochet so I can work on those squares. That's how I'm spending the first day of 2025. What about you? What are you guys doing today? Last night we did our homemade pizzas, and we watched a movie. We watched, what's it called? Carry On. It had Jason Bateman in it. It was a good movie. I thought it started kind of slow, but it picked up after about half hour or so. But I thought it kind of started slow. Took a little while to build to where I was kind of interested in it. A little bit of a suspense thriller, but not a horror movie. I do not like horror movies. I don't. Just not my thing. And I like comedies or sci-fi. So, there wasn't I couldn't find Lord of the Rings or something like that. I love watching those kind of movies. Those are fun too. Fantasy type things. But that was a new one that we watched. And again, it was an okay movie. I enjoyed it. So that's it, really. That's it for the first day of January 2025. I do want to offer my prayers and condolences to the folks in New Orleans who suffered that terrible terrorist attack last night, this morning. That's horrible. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to everybody involved in that. Not a great way to start 2025, but I have to believe that God has a plan and things will get better this year. I just have to believe that because I have to, because I know God's in control of it all. I'm going to be starting my scripture writing and try to stick with it for January and keep reading my Bible. These are goals that I have. They're not really resolutions, because again, resolutions, they don't work with me. I don't ever follow through with resolutions, so I try to make some goals. But my other goal is to let this hair grow out. I want to be able to put it in a side braid like over here and just embrace my hippie and do, in long gray braid. Embrace my hippiness. I was born a few years too late to be part of the hippie movement, but I've always kind of felt that free spirit in me. So, all right, guys, this is getting a little bit long here. We're up to 14 minutes. So I guess I will say goodbye. I hope you all have a happy new year and stay safe. And I'll see you next time, okay? God bless you. This is Roxanne at home in gorgeous Arizona. Take care now, guys. Bye.